What other perversions are you into right now, Andrew?
Well, you said you had a product, and I said that I had a product.
Yes.
I wanted to share as well. Mine is actually a product I don't think we could really sell. We have a shirt that came out a few weeks ago at this point, but we have a shirt with our show name on it. And when we were introduced the shirt, I suggested that we make a fuck hat. We have a hat that just says fuck on it. I think this is a great idea. I was shot down for reasons I don't understand. I think it's a hit in the making. If only maybe see the light of day, if only it could be seen, maybe opinions could be swayed. Eric was having none of it. Not a fan of the fuck hat.
Was it just going to be with the asterisks?
No, I was just going to say fuck.
You wouldn't have to put the asterisk because it's not the name. You can say
there's
fuck.
No face. Yeah, you can say the fuck part is fine. It's when you combine them. That's why the shirt is censored. I thought we could sell a hat that said fuck, and then a shirt that said face, and then you could have the uncensored. Really, I mean, the face shirt, whatever. I'm in it for the fuck hat. I thought it was a great idea.
I think that is a great idea, because and people are going to be buying 2 items. I think that's amazing. That's great marketing.
On the surface, I agree. I think it's a great idea, and I think if you want a fuck hat and you're an audience member, please tweet Rooster Teeth Store or Eric.
I think Eric,
who's the producer,
personally, would really like to. He'd go to bat for this.
Tweet
idea.
Rooster Teeth. Tweet everybody associated with Rooster Teeth. Whatever you want to do, that's fine. Although I will say, Andrew, I would like to caution you.
Okay.
Because here's what I see unfolding. I see you in your daily routine getting your fuck hat in the mail. Which, by the way, have you guys received your face shirts? Because I have not.
Not.
No, I haven't got mine.
Neither of you. Okay. So you open the mail one day and you got your fuck hat and you're so excited and you put it on. You look yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh, it looks like it's, I have an issue where like not a lot of hats look good on me. So it's always exciting when I find one that does look good. Maybe you have a similar situation. You're like, oh, this hat makes me look taller, or like it makes me, whatever. It elongates me, or it makes me look striking. It really should, shows off my chin. I don't know. And then you forget that you're wearing it because you're very comfortable in it. And then you go about your business. You do your chores. You torture Jake online for a little bit. You maybe run some errands for your mom. And then at some point in the day, when you're looking out the window for homeless ladies to piss, and you make eye contact with those poor homeless women, they're now looking at a pair of evil eyes with a giant fuck hat. It's gotten darker quickly.
I'm going to poke a hole in your theory right off the bat, and some people might say I'm not going to stare at homeless women pissing. I'm not going to counter that. What I'm going to counter is my head is too big to wear hats. No hat fits this head. I can't wear the hat. It's not going to happen. It's not going to fit.
I feel like everything about your head is such an issue for you. Like, this one old shaky guy is the only man who can tackle that mane, and no hat fits on it. What's wrong with your head?
I have a big head. I don't know what you want.
Look, people have bigger heads than you who wear hats. That's a guess.
Yeah,
that's
but
not
you
accurate.
Once
you ever
again,
been in the same room as Bernie Burns? Come on. His head is huge.
But once again, you're missing the point. I do the haircut thing for convenience. You think I'm going to get a custom hat made for my head? That seems like a lot of work. That's not convenient at all. If it's not convenient, I'm not probably going to do it.
All right, we'll try. Please tweet or send a snail mail letter to Rooster Teeth asking for a fuck hat and an extra large size so that even Andrew can wear it.
Are you saying that even if we made you a custom sized large hat, would you not wear it, or would you wear it?
I'm not opposed to wearing it. That's a tough hat to find.
You must be able to fit a beanie.
You know what? I don't fuck with beanies.
What about a fuck fedora?
Ooh, that sounds horrible. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
What about a hat, but instead of face or whatever on it, it just is a picture of your forehead on top, so people can like see through the hat?
Wait, it's a photo? It's not like a panel? It's not like a window?
No, it's a photo of your specific forehead on the hat. Like, I would wear that hat. If I could wear Andrew's forehead on a flat peaked hat, so it looked like you were looking through it, I think that'd be a great hat.
I don't think I got a great forehead. I don't think anyone needs that. I think I've got a very average forehead. Very middle of the road.
Should we all post pictures of our foreheads and without telling who is who, and have the audience guess like who's forehead?
I feel like it would be easy to tell. I don't think that wouldn't be hard.
I think it'd be pretty obvious. I'm 45. Why? Mine's the one that looks like the topographical aerial photo of the Grand Canyon.
Like a baseball glove.
Jeff's is like an ordnance survey map. I think it's a good hat idea though. I stick by it.
It's a great hat idea. There's more to this story. It's a great hat idea. I appreciate people should absolutely reach out. Demand a fuck hat. I thought I could maybe turn opinions here. I didn't realize that the support would be so large within this group for the fuck hat. Kind of was dead on arrival when I initially pitched it. But I know a guy, and I had a prototype made. I have a prototype fuck hat was made. However, in perfect face fashion, I'm going to post the current result of the prototype.
Yeah.
There were some issues. There are some issues with the fuck hat.
What is it? It looks like it's in Russian. What happened?
Yeah, I describe.
What the fuck is that?
It looks like it was burnt. It looks like the text melted.
It looks like it says "fucks."
It looks like they embroidered the front, and then at some point the hat got flipped over and started coming in from the back. I don't even know how that's been done.
Yeah, so I know a guy who said he could get a prototype made, and I was like, great, I could try to convince people that this is a great idea. So that's the first prototype. He tried to make that hat.
Look, we have to sell that hat. We have to sell exactly that. I would wear that. That's amazing.
I'm with Gavin. We need 1,000 of that hat. Also,
funniest thing I've ever seen.
Is it possible to get each hat with the large stain on the bill there?
I didn't ask about that. I didn't pay extra for that. It was just there. That's what the prototype looked like. It was, maybe the collateral damage. I was really excited. That was the first prototype. So that didn't go too well. So then the person went to people that worked at the place and said, hey, I'm trying to make a fuck hat. This is very important. Could you try? And the second hat came out the same way. Nobody knew what was going on. So then they tried a third time, and they got a third hat that was identical. Their machine broke while trying to make the fuck hat. And the guy that owns the place got so mad, he threw a chair. He threw a chair across the room and said, we're done. We're done. So the fuck hat took out a hat store in Kansas. So it's a dangerous item.
Oh, God, I don't think I've ever laughed so much at a hat. That's the funniest hat I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, it doesn't really deliver the message, but I agree. It's a pretty good hat.
I think we should make that hat.
We should make that. I don't know how we would make that because it's clearly you'd have to break the machine to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's expensive.
We should buy that machine so we can replicate it every time. It's clearly working every single time you try and print it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'd put in a bulk order.
I didn't get any other photos of the other prototypes, but from my understanding, they all look identical to that masterpiece.
It looks like a Russian MAGA hat. Maybe we should change the color scheme.
Yeah, I'm with Gavin on that one. Interesting color choice you chose.
I didn't pick the color. Want that also on the record. I signed off on the prototype.
Keep the white text. Keep the weird yellow thread that's going through it for some reason,
definitely.
and put it on a black hat, and I would buy it.
I definitely feel like that's more on brand for us.
I agree. I'd agree with that statement. I didn't pick the hat color. I just had the prototype made.
Rook. I don't know what it says.
Rook, yeah.
I'm trying to see what's gone on, and I feel bad about talking about a visual that people clearly can't see. I assume it's on our Twitter somewhere, but it looks like the bottom of the U was printed on the top of the U, and maybe the bottom of the C is on the top, but the entire K came out.
Yeah, the K's perfect.
I don't understand why the K looks so good and everything else is Russian, but the machine broke. Took out a machine.
The C looks kind of like a fat Twitter bird.
I see that.
Yeah, facing left.
That's the fuck hat.
All right, so let us know if you would also buy that hat. So we've got 3 hats that we've talked about. We've got just the hat with the F word on it. We've got the hat with Andrew's forehead on it, and we've got whatever this is.
I think whatever this is the clear winner.
It's pretty good.
Ugh.
I definitely message Eric about it because he's not here anymore.
That's true. He can't.
We can say whatever we want, and he doesn't. Can't say no.
Who is Eric to shoot down your idea anyway, though, Andrew?
To be fair, he didn't necessarily say no. He just reiterated what I said, maybe in shock, and then I said yeah, and then that was our conversation. I think it's a great idea.
I think you've got a clear winner. And so when there's one person left in the Discord, or the last person to leave the Discord or whatever, or if it's not Discord, some other kind of forum, then we give them a present. Like, congratulations, you won, Andrew. You get a Piss Boy t-shirt.
Once again, though, oh, never mind.
Or you get a Russian fuck hat shirt or something.
Sure. Perfect.
And then there is a point to it, and they just never knew.
So hat became a shirt.
The hat did become a shirt.
Yeah, so hold on. All right, coming back in, I'm assuming that idea, that little bit was cut because my idea was brilliant.
You're declaring that idea so good we had to cut it?
I don't want... It'll spoil the point of the thing. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Don't make any edits. It's fine. It was a great idea, Jeff.
I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want.
So we have a shirt. We've got a fucked up shirt.
So we went hard with the amazing the amazing hat prototype that you posted last week, which you can see on the, if you watch this on the site, it's like in the video. And it's on Andrew's Twitter. However, according to Eric, slight difficulties in actually making a hat that looks like that. So Eric the store came up with the compromise of a hat shirt.
I see that. It's a beautiful thing. I didn't know this. You'd think Eric would tell the fuck hat guy this whole thing. I was the only one apparently not told that this was in the works.
Yeah, it was kept from you.
It was kept from me, which a great surprise. This is really unfortunate. I'm trying to click to my photos, but my fire extinguisher is blocking my monitor, so I'm going to have to move. Okay, so I introduced the fuck hat last time.
Yeah.
People loved it. Response yesterday was ridiculous. People love the fucked up fuck hat. It's a great thing.
It was amazing.
What you guys don't know about it, it's funnier than you even realize. It is a worse hat than you could even imagine.
Okay.
I had the person who designed the hat, they put it on, they sent me a photo of themselves wearing it. Look at this monstrosity. The letters are for the birds. Look at how high it is. I don't feel like we have enough hats that cater to people that are above you. So I really appreciate the design.
How does this hat keep getting better? Look at it. It's so shit. That's the one.
It's really bad. It's a great hat. Eric made a great point. This is a short person's hat. It'll look great if you're below 5'2".
It's a kid's hat.
It's a hat for people who are 5'2" or under. That's great.
It's a great hat. But with that being said, Jeff, you have your own line of clothing, which is very popular, and I hate to step on your territory, but I felt like this was the perfect time to unveil the pant line, which is guaranteed to be an absolute hit. I'm sure the store is frantically working, so I went back to my guy, and I said, we need more. We need a line of these, because this is a great invention. So I'm going to unveil to you all today. What better way to unveil a clothing line than on an audio-only podcast? But let me unveil the pant line of hats. Variety of colors. You can pick on your... They're all a little different, but they're all special. They're all beautiful in your heart.
That's so consistently shit. I don't know how they're doing it.
It is a great hat.
The only way you can show it off is by like taking that downward selfie angle picture because it's from the top. That's so good.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful hat that I'm sure the store desperately wants to sell. It's part of the pant line.
Are they... What file are they printing? Is it just the same original design that you gave them? Or did you just say print those letters and just tell them?
No, it was a design. I think the actual design looks totally fine. It's in the making of the hat in which it all falls apart.
Oh. See, that's why it's so hard for us to make it.
I just love how the C turned into like a fat dove.
It is. It's a beautiful fat dove.
The C is slightly different on all of them. And the, what I'm going to call the H of the F word is slightly different lengths. I like that the one on the right, the F came through finally.
Yeah.
The worst F is on the middle. What has gone on there?
They're all disastrous in their own way. But the pant line has a limited budget. So if we were to go forward with one of these hats, which one would we go with? What color? What are you guys thinking?
I think the mess of the red hat on the black hat.
Yeah.
Well, we can't design the mess. The mess is what it is. It's like art.
The nice kind of thing is each one of these hats is like a snowflake, right? I mean, it's like a fingerprint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And no two are the same. So you're getting, it's like getting a Damien Hirst. Like each one's unique and different in its own way.
Yeah, I will say I like the white on black. I don't like that the F is perfect or 90% there on the black though.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just, it's the thing that happens.
I mean,
as Jeff said, there's snowflakes.
And there's no yellow thread going through it on the black or white ones.
I still think the red is the best one, but it's such a problematic color in our current climate,
But that is the ultimate face.
It is a pretty hard face.
It's to sell a hat that people don't want to wear.
But our branding is black. The shirt is black. It would go with the shirt.
Well, the shirt is red. Have you seen the shirt mock-up?
Well, no, the other shirt, I'm saying the face shirt is black.
Right.
To this point, we only have one shirt out.
The hat shirt is red.
Yeah, but we can change the color of the hat shirt.
I think it's red. I think it's got to be a red hat. I think Gavin's right. It's the ultimate face.
Yeah.
It's so the wrong decision.
It's not. It should. That's it.
It is like on a.
It'd be a terrible idea.
If 100 people picked the best choice, 99 of them wouldn't pick that red hat, which is why it has to be the goddamn red hat. God damn it. We have to sell a goddamn red hat.
I don't think we do.
That says a folded fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, we do. It's such a face. It's fucking our own faces. Another phone call, by the way.
Selling a red hat with white text between the years of 2016 and 2024 is suicide, but I think it has to be done.
I don't think it has to be done. I think we should go black. I think it should be a black hat.
Dude, it's because you're not a real face. You're thinking fashion.
No, I don't want to align with the red.
I know.
The red is a bad idea.
Nobody does, but that's what you gave us.
You clearly do. You're fighting for it. What do you mean nobody does? You're arguing for it.
I'm fighting for the brand face, Andrew.
I'm fighting for the brand face. I don't want to sell red hat. The red hat's a bad idea.
How about we sell both?
No. How about we don't?
Wait a minute. Why not? Why no?
Why don't we sell the black one? Why are we selling the red one? Nobody wants the red one.
Because true face listeners, the ones who align with facing, will buy the red one.
I fucking hate you guys. Absolute worst.
Here's the deal. It's a fucking face collectible.
What about a limited run of the red one? Like, we'll only sell 100 red ones, and the rest will be black.
I'm gonna strangle both of you. You're the both absolute worst.
Andrew, this is your doing.
I know it's my doing, you fucking assholes that don't remember from 2 weeks ago. You goddamn idiots. We're both anti-red 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You couldn't have been more anti-red.
I listened to that conversation back, and I was like, that's not the face move.
Just take one quick step back and look at this conversation in its totality. Gavin and I are laughing and miserable because we know the way forward. Andrew, you're just miserable. You created a thing, and now you're trying so hard to change it or get out from under it, and that's the essence of what we do.
No, I like the thing.
You faced. There is nothing. Your misery right now is nourishing this podcast, and it's gotta be a red face hat because of how much you hate it.
No, well, we all hate it. Okay, I don't think we all want the red hat. We don't want the red hat.
No, absolutely not.
The red hat's a bad idea.
Oh,
I don't know why.
worst.
I don't know why you're arguing for the red hat.
I live in Austin. I'd get killed if I wore a red hat around town.
This is my counter. You're arguing that the most faceable thing is to go with the red hat because it is associated with something that none of us support.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that therefore it is the funniest because it is against what we believe in and it's the shittiest hat color to sell.
Here's what we'll do. What if we put the picture up you post the picture on Twitter. We let the audience vote.
Nope.
No, listen. I'm not done.
I'm listening to you. I wasn't done either, but continue.
No, then you'll finish. Then you'll do. I'm so sorry I interrupted you, sweetie, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay, Girl Master.
We put it up there. We let the audience vote on it, and the one that they like the least is the one we make.
Nope.
Then we're fucking them and us.
No, let me go into this.
Okay.
Let me go into this. This was unbelievable. You two are the absolute worst ever.
I am honestly so surprised that you can't see this from our point of view, Andrew.
You let me explain why. Quit interrupting. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to get there. Everyone agreed on the black hat a week ago. To quote Gavin, I wouldn't wear the red one, but I would absolutely buy the black one.
Can confirm, I did say that.
When I showed the pant line of 3 hats, I thought, okay, I'm going to show this line. Nobody's going to pick white. White is boring. That's
Agreed.
fine. They already said they dislike the red, so there's no point in doing the red. So I went ahead. This was all for show. This wasn't really a question. This wasn't an actual conversation.
This wasn't a meeting about the merch.
This was not a merch meeting. This was just for show.
Little bit of advice. Don't ask the question if you don't want the answer.
Fucking don't answer the question and then change your answer. How about that?
I'm much like the audience is allowed to change their mind on how they're doing 7 days later when you finally respond to them. I'm allowed to change my mind. Wasn't a week ago, by the way. It was 2 weeks ago now.
I realized it was 2 weeks ago. I didn't expect you to go fucking red. Nobody goes red.
No, the whole goddamn country went red.
Look at all the fucking black hats I made. What am I supposed to do with the black hats?
Oh God, let you post a picture now of the.
I made a lot of black hats.
Oh my God, they're all so different.
What is wrong with you?
I love it,
It's the pant line.
dude. It's so good.
Here's what you do. Give them to the first 10 people that join your Discord server.
We're selling these fucking hats. These hats are being sold.
The bottom right one has a yellow thread that's barely attached.
They're beautiful.
Oh my God, it does.
Oh, what's wrong with their machine? Okay, hold on. It's on the instructions to their machine. The machine is even listed. It's an EM-1010 home embroidery machine. We could buy our own. Well, this isn't a business you've gone to, surely. It's just some bloke with an embroidery.
No, it's a $10,000 machine.
I think
Okay.
we need this specific machine because I think it's possessed by some sort of a hilarious face demon. I bet we couldn't achieve these results on any other machine on Earth.
It would be tough.
My recommendation would be to throw those hats away and start over again with red.
Well, go fuck yourself, first of all. Second of all, we can't. It's with devastating news. I have to say that the machine was fixed today.
Oh, no.
The machine was repaired, and the 20 hats didn't even get made. I think we ended up with 14. So this is a very collectible item. 14 black hats.
So we have in total, sum total, do we have 14 black hats
I believe so, yes.
in existence? How
Yep.
many white hats exist?
1.
How many red hats exist?
1.
Those are the collectibles, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, technically you're right.
We need to preserve that red and that white hat, and I guess one of those shitty black hats that nobody likes, for the someday the face museum. You know, like
Yeah.
like when I assume I'm probably in maybe Austin, but maybe in like a bigger city like L.A. or New York, they'll have like the face exhibit at like the Museum of of Modern Art or at like MoMA or maybe the Museum of Natural History because this podcast will be so historically relevant at some point. I got another phone call. That's cool. That's like 7 now. That I assume that we'll want to be able to put these 3 hats in behind the glass so people can look at them forever.
Or we could sell the hats that everyone loved 2 weeks ago that are suddenly garbage. Or we could do that. That's also, maybe we don't fucking make a pant line and then put it in a museum. That's not a good look. That's a bad look for the opening line. Now it's a product. Let's put it in a museum.
Museums are like revered objects.
You could just make anything a museum. I don't think that's true. It doesn't make it revered.
I think it does.
I don't think it does. If I bought a building and called it a museum and then put a bunch of fucking Dr. Pepper bottles in it, that's not revered.
Hey, Gavin.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time that you and I went to Berlin, Germany
Yeah.
together? It wasn't just us. It was a whole crew of us, about 5 of us. And while we were there, we went to a place called the Video Game Museum. And it was a very professional, high-class establishment, right? It was like a legitimate museum with all kinds of old video game consoles and historically important artifacts and things from the from the world of video games, right?
Quick question, Jeff. Are you about to make the comparison that you yourself are a revered object?
Well, I was just going to say, having appeared, obviously, our cartoon Red versus Blue was prominently featured, permanent exhibit in the. By the way, I have no idea if that's true, but it was in a TV and a wall, so I figured that's pretty permanent. That Red versus Blue, like episode 1 and 2 of Red versus Blue, are showed there on a loop. I stood next to that, and Gavin looked at me, and I'll remember it till the day I die. He looked at me and he said, "You, sir, are revered."
And then I bowed to him.
Yeah. So I think maybe it would be revered, Andrew.
I feel like that was a long story that had no point to my point. You're just talking about revered things.
I'm saying you should feel revered if your hat makes it in a museum.
How about the ultimate compromise, Andrew? that the red version is the shirt, the black version is the hat.
I'm fine with that. I don't. The hat or the shirt can be whatever color. I can't change the hat color. Shirt can be whatever it wants to be.
You're making it sound like you ordered 20,000 hats. 20 hats?
I went out of pocket. It wasn't cheap.
Nobody asked you to.
I paid for 20 hats. Takes money to make them.
Nobody told you to do that.
No, but we don't tell each other our bits before the thing.
Okay, Eric is saying we have a store. Why would you make your own?
Because
Eric,
you just
told us
said
that
you
the
can't
store
make them.
couldn't make the hat.
What do you mean? Why don't you guys make your own? You can't.
Eric, get in here.
What I said is that they were flummoxed. They were shocked by what the hat was and what happened. I didn't say they couldn't make it. I said that they were shocked by that.
Why not tell the fucking guy that's making the hats? Why tell the other two?
Well, I made a pact. I try not to talk to you guys during the week because I don't want to ruin the show. So,
But you talked to 75% of the show. That's not a good excuse. You talked to 2/3.
if I could say selfishly, I don't want to be the guy who's making a red hat with white text on it. But if it's a black hat with white text, I can see if I can push it through.
Yeah, we already have the hats.
But isn't it funnier to us, Eric, that you are the person who has to push through a red hat?
No, it's not.
I want the hats sold. The hats are funny enough.
I don't understand this whole situation. Andrew is presenting himself as if he is the man who has to make these hats.
Right, he's some sort of a victim in this process. Like, he was doing...
Name another person who has made that fucking hat. Oh, wait.
Nobody meant...
Oh, wait.
Nobody said Andrew make these hats.
Yeah,
No,
but you did say the store can make this hat. Why did they make a shirt? The shirt seemed like it was like, hey, we can't do the hat, but look at this shirt. It's a hat shirt.
Yeah, it's a Russian face hat, fuck hat shirt, which is funny to say.
And also, look at the feedback. We'd feel like assholes if we didn't have any other hats. Just had that one hat. People love that hat.
So you made 13?
I tried to make 20. Eric, sometimes dreams are dreams and you can't achieve them. But, we tried.
Are you still going to make the other 6 or whatever?
That math took way too long.
And you got it wrong.
No, because he made 14 hats.
No, he said 13.
I'm not exactly sure. It's somewhere in that range. I think I have 6 hats left.
Also, Eric, is it your position? And I want to make sure I'm not reading into this too much, but I think I'm hearing literally this from you. You're saying that red hats are the 2020 equivalent of Hitler's mustache.
Yeah.
Like they are now out of style forever and they're ruined, and the rest of my lifetime I'll never be able to wear a red hat.
No, it's not a forever thing. It's a right now thing. Call me in 2025 and we can talk about it.
So what if you can pre-order the red hat, but it doesn't ship till 2024?
That's an idea.
Now we're thinking.
As long as we sell the black hats, I don't give a shit. Whatever. But we're selling the black hats.
Okay, wait, but you keep saying the black hats. Do you mean the 14 black hats you made?
Yes, absolutely I do.
I don't understand how you think that you making the hats, how we as a company are going to sell them.
We ship them to the store, you put the thing on the site, you sell the hats.
Are you expected to be paid by Rooster Teeth for your hat printing?
I think I'm going to make bootleg merch for the own show that I'm on. The show that I'm on, I'm going to make and sell my own merch. Because apparently this whole system's fucked. I believed in the system. That's where I went wrong.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you think going in that this black hat was going to be a big win and you were going to save the day and you were going to be like Andrew the hero?
No, I thought it was a really stupid thing that'd be funny.
A little bit you did. I bet you thought like this is a classic Andrew misdirection from the whole piss fetish thing. They'll forget all about that.
Well, you already forgot about that.
I love how busy Andrew is between weeks. We had none of this like 2 weeks ago. You're so busy.
I'm trying to make fucking content.
You make stuff happen. I love it.
We got hats.
I do think, Andrew, that you sadly will have nothing to do with the actual merch that we end up selling. We can't do anything with the 14 hats. And I think that's what Eric is. I think that's their point Eric's making.
Listen,
Am I right?
that's a problem for the higher ups, the big wigs to deal with.
I don't understand.
We're just the talented kids in the weeds. We don't need to worry about that. What I do think, though, is that we should come up with something really fucking cool to do with those 13 or 14 hats.
Like, sell them.
Like, count them and find out how many there are.
Sell them's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What about just give them to 13 people in the Discord that you make?
I already said that.
Why don't you make 13 hats and give it to them?
I don't want to make. I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to start making 13 hats.
How about we sell each hat? I say you. I'm trying to help you out here. You sell each hat for $100,000 each. No, that's ridiculous. $1,000 each, and then you'll be loaded with. You'll have 13 or 14 grand.
You're laughing now, but if I can sell those hats for $1,000 each, egg on your face.
Then you get an email from the legal department. saying, "Hey, you're selling RIP that you made."
What do you mean their IP?
All right, your IP.
It's just a mess, isn't it? It's
I
a
love
complete mess. Yeah.
I love it. I love that we faced ourselves right out the gate with the merch.
I can't believe you went red. Both of you suddenly went red. I did not see that coming.
I will agree to back down on it having to be red. We'll do it as a pre-order. It'll be fine. However, we do have to start selling a hat. Otherwise, it will be a bootleg item.
We have to, and maybe it's these. I don't know. Maybe we can bundle them up and ship them over to RT. Is the fuck hat shirt getting made, or is that just a concept?
It should, though.
It absolutely needs to get made.
Yeah.
Do you want it to get made? I can tell them right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we want it to get made.
Of course.
And then we need to get the fuck hats made. But let's see how the fuck hat shirt does.
We can sell the hat shirt, and we'll just pick 13 random orders, and we'll include the busted up hat.
We don't have the fucking hats. They're at Andrew's or whatever.
Andrew can ship them.
They're in Kansas, and I'm also, once again, I'm not a fan of any of the plans where I end up with $0 on these hats.
Here's what you do. Get the hats, Andrew.
Okay.
And then put them in the 4 saves, and then mail them to the store.
How much were the hats, Andrew?
I spent around $300 on everything.
On 14 hats?
Well, 20. I bought 20 hats, and then you have to use the machine and the services, and then...
You didn't get 20 hats.
No, well, okay. Here's the
I
thing.
can't believe they charged you for that.
Here's the thing. They were trying to fix the machine on and off, and I kept having it pushed off. And while the person was making the final hats today, the guy stopped him and said, "I think I can fix this." And he fixed the machine with 6 hats left. So where we have left off is that person is trying to duplicate the fucked up design, like trying to create that as a graphic and then applying that to the hat. See if it's possible.
That'll just be a graphic. Then the beauty of these hats is that each one is like I said, like a fingerprint. It's unique. The government will be able to track you.
I don't know what I did to you.
I love you. I love the initiative you took. It's why I'm trying to support you. I'm trying to support the integrity of Face as an entity by sticking with the spirit of facing, by keeping it red. I just got another call. Huh.
We've had a whole episode about a hat from last week's episode.
Yeah. That's why I fucking made the hats. What would this episode be without my hat making?
A lot more calm.
That's true. I did a lot of yelling. I do feel bad about that.
I've got 9 fucking calls since we started recording.
What I can't say is I do not feel at all bad about calling you 9 fucking times. That doesn't upset me in the slightest. At first, I felt a little bit bad, but then when you went red, I hammered those calls.
Did you? Is that you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It was me.
That makes me so glad. I gotta, hold on a second. I gotta get my left hand in position to turn this key.
Are you being serious now? Was that actually you?
Yeah. Here, do you want me to call you? I can call you, too.
Left hand turn, right hand turn, nuclear football.
Okay, let me call Gavin. I'm in California.
You are calling me from
Yeah.
LA. How is he doing that?
Yeah.
You were doing that this whole time?
Yeah, I was just calling him. Once you went red, I was like, fuck him. I'm just going to call him constantly. What's up, Gavin? How's it going?
It is you.
Yeah, what's up?
This is awful.
Yeah, I don't know. What's going on with you?
I don't know. How about this though? You leave your face microphone, take a step back, and deliver the entire outro through my phone.
Okay, well, no, I can't do that because I'm using my microphone for the phone.
Oh, it's the same
I
mic?
probably shouldn't have called you. I'm recording a podcast right now.
We'll just mute your track and play just my track of you.
Okay.
Take it away, Andrew.
What am I doing? Sorry, I zoned out. I'm closing the show. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
I'm doing the outro. I'm ending the Eric wants me to end the episode. This is California Krampus, aka Piss Boy, aka Andrew. Thank you for listening to this monstrosity of a podcast where we argued about hats and learned that Jeff loves Mega Red more than any other color. Please rate it 5 stars and subscribe. Maybe DM the podcast to 1,000 people. Maybe do that if you feel like it. We'd appreciate it. Maybe not 1,000. You'll end up in Twitter jail. Thank you for listening.
That was perfect.
That was really good. I like your idea of putting people in Twitter jail by supporting the show. I think that's a great way for our audience to face themselves, get in on the action. Or don't do that if that's a bad thing.
Is the show over? I feel like we ended the show. I don't know. Are we still?
Jeff did that thing again where he took your wonderful outro and just undid it.
Jeff hates me today. I don't know what I did to him.
I love you. What do you mean I hate you today? I wanted to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you next episode about it.
Okay, I'll tell you why I have a California phone number next episode.
I can't wait to find out. So you just admit that you don't have a lot of experience with wood. You are wood ignorant.
I'm wood ignorant. I'll own up to it.
A wood ignorant man feels like he could eat a bedroom door, which I'm assuming is like one of those like not solid core doors.
Yeah, like a hollow core.
It's a hollow core door probably. So it's a lot less wood, admittedly. But the idea that you think that you could ingest that is mind-boggling.
Andrew, you couldn't eat 50 burgers, and they are food.
You know, that's another thing. I think I could eat 25 doubles. I've been thinking about that.
Oh.
So you're worried that the bread content is what held you back?
I think it was the bread. I feel I couldn't actually be more confident I could eat 25 doubles.
You want to make it a thing? You want to do 25 doubles in 10 hours?
Are we, well, what do I have to gain? What's the bet here?
$50.
I'm down 50 but then I'll be down that's a lot, because
How about this? Andrew, you owe Gavin $50.
I do, but I'm okay. Continue.
What if we double down? If you win the bet, that is absolved, right?
Okay.
And Gavin gives you $50. Okay, so it's initially $100 swing.
Mm-hmm. Here's the other issue is the burgers. The burgers are not cheap.
Oh, so the financial value of said task.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already down on the hats.
I'll pay for the burgers. I'm happy to pay for the burgers.
Look, this is for content for this podcast. We can expense the cost of the burgers.
Couldn't expense the hats, apparently. The hats were inexpensive. That's all I've been hearing about. Can't do it. No one's ever done it before. Everyone wants the hats. What do you mean, Eric? No one wanted the hats.
Right.
Everyone wants the hat.
It's what you do, and this is funny as well because you basically have to fill out an expense form with face written on it. We will somehow get the company to pay for the burgers.
Yeah. I'll pay out of pocket if they won't. I don't give a fuck. I got burger money. I can do this.
Okay. I'm not opposed to this.
And also, just for the record, Andrew, I'm on your side with the hats, whatever side that is. I'm
Thank
buddying
you.
up to you. Yeah.
I'm going to go back to your side on having a shitty mic.
Oh, thanks. Whatever your position is, I don't even know anymore. Who can remember from an hour ago? I'm with you. We like the blue hat, I think, is what we said. Let's go there.
Everyone wants the hats.
I'm all on my own now.
Okay. Well, I think we have a kind of a burger deal.
Okay.
Which, I don't know, puts me in a tough spot and kind of forced to make some moves here. I've tried to reach out to the Rooster Teeth store. They are ignoring me. They have avoided all attempts at reaching out. They're ignoring everything I said.
Are you trying to sell your hats to Rooster Teeth to pay the debt?
Hear me out, Gavin. I tried to go a clean route. I wanted to do this the right way. I threatened it in the past. Didn't want to do it. The bootleg store is now on the menu.
Oh, no.
It's possible. It's a possible thing. I don't want to do this. I've reached out to the store. Maybe something will happen. But the bootleg store. The bootleg store is now in existence. It's not up yet, but it's up.
It's like pre-up.
I've made steps. I've officially made not the roosterteethstore.com because I do not want to get in trouble. This is not the Rooster Teeth store. This is my store that has nothing to do with Rooster Teeth.
I'm worried that your legal representation, I assume, Rooster Teeth, will have to sue itself.
Yeah.
No, this is a totally different thing. This is nothing.
All right, let me look at the site. If it's up, let me look at the site.
It's completely up. It's very navigatable. You navigate it, look at the prices, look at the products. Well, yeah, listen, we've expanded beyond hats.
Some shit from Kansas.
Well, because I'm like 90% sure I'm okay, but there's a 10% chance this is not okay, and I need a fall guy. Everyone needs a good fall guy.
You've got additional merch. You've got 2 hats. You've got a flask. You've just drawn on these, and you're selling your art. Your guy looking up.
It's an original art piece. I don't
for
know why
$1 million.
What is the address to the store? Ourselves. God damn it.
I don't think so. This is not the Rooster Teeth store.
Jeff Line. Which Jeff is that? Is that Foxworthy?
Well, we're in talks with a variety of Jeffs.
Okay,
right
so
now.
we'll get sued by him as well. Let me see. What other pages will we get in trouble over for this? About us, it says, "Welcome. Why do you want to know so much about this legal operation? You a cop? Mind your business. Don't tell me your problems." It's a really aggressive store.
It's a very open store that people could look at. Well, anyone who would click that would be a cop, so I just wanted to let them know I'm on.
Contact us is tweeting to Eric Bador. Wow.
Well, he'd want to know. Eric is. If I know one thing about Eric, it's he loves hearing people's opinions.
Free
and
shipping on
concerns.
no orders.
We're a small operation.
You've got the one listed in red, but the description says we ain't selling this shit in red.
Yeah. Well, because
Coming
people are going
soon.
to want to know where the hat is. They're going to say, I want the red hat. And I just need to make a page to say we're not selling it in red.
The cart doesn't work.
The what?
I can't add anything to my cart, pant and line.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to actually. This is a threat. This is the phase 1 threat. I'm not actually selling anything on this.
Andrew.
I'm drawing a line in the sand. I don't want to cross that fucking line.
It has
But
an
it's there.
online help thing. What is this?
Does
What
it?
happens if I put... It's got like a chat thing in the bottom right.
Oh,
Where does that go to, Andrew?
might go to Eric's Twitter.
How many Easter eggs are on this fucking store?
Name Gavin Free.
But yeah, I mean, I don't want to do this. I had the Rooster Teeth store very quiet. I know they see me.
This will wake him up.
Yeah. I think the
Nice.
best part about that red fucking Russian fuck hat is the giant stain on the middle of the bill. I can't stop looking at it. What is
Yeah.
that stain?
I don't know what that is. It's a great question. I'll look into that.
So do you think this will get the ball rolling on these hats? I mean, in your defense, we've not heard anything from whether they're making the hats or not.
I've not heard anything.
Eric?
Haven't heard a word.
I also have asked about the hats and have not received word on the hats.
Sounds like Eric's checking up on it. You know, my favorite part about this whole deal, Gav, is that Eric is the producer of this show, so this is all his fault or problem.
Yeah, and problem,
both.
yeah.
There's no problem.
and
here.
You
his
and I are just
name is
talent,
on it.
man.
His
Yeah, so
literal-
are my social handles, and people can get a hold of me directly through the website I didn't make. It's really interesting stuff.
This is incredible, Andrew. You've really put everyone into a sticky situation. And by everyone, I mean Eric.
Andrew, you've outfucked yourself.
I don't know what that means, but I think this is a great play.
It turns out
It's a show of force.
the biggest face so far is Rooster Teeth allowing Andrew to be in Rooster Teeth content.
I just found
How
out
is-
Eric Bador has Instagram. How about that?
There
Is
you
he
go.
really?
Yeah.
Sign in.
All
There's
pictures of cats.
I'm blown away by that website. I'll be honest.
It's a great site. I don't want to use it.
I mean, you've used it. It's there now.
I made it. I don't want to use it.
I love the fucking manual for the home embroidery machine behind that.
It was made by a skilled user. They know everything about
Did they
hats.
ever tell you what the problem with the machine was? Like where it was going wrong?
It was like a screw was loose or something. So
I'll say.
It's like a mechanical issue.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a loose screw.
It is. It created some masterpieces that I feel like should be recognized, not in a museum, but recognized.
Jeff, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm just, can I be honest with you, Gav?
Yeah,
I'm just glad I'm not Eric.
me too, man.
I can edit the site. I can make adjustments.
I am just a talent on this show. So that sounds like a whole thing for Eric and the legal department, and Andrew's legal representation. And probably
It would be funny if this
parents
show went under because
we
it
had to.
sued itself. Like that, I don't think that's happened.
No, I don't think it has either. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a reason to sue, though. This is very clearly not the Rooster Teeth store.
That's true. It's true. He's not.
It couldn't be more clear, not the roosterteethstore.com. This is not, if you want the Rooster Teeth store, don't go here.
That's fair. I mean, Elon Musk made not a flamethrower, and that seems to work.
Hey,
That's a good
I'm
point.
not trying to light people on fire.
That's
I'm
true.
just trying to sell hats.
Well, I mean, and some would argue that these hats are fire.
Hey-oh.
I don't,
Hey, come on, that was unclear.
that was unclear.
Thank you very
That's
much.
true. I won't argue that. Do you guys have any suggestions for the store? I think you haven't brought up a great point.
Gav, I don't think you and I are allowed to comment.
Yeah, I'd probably stay out of it. I mean, maybe I could.
Why?
Product suggestion. I mean, I see
Okay.
there's 5 projects.
But,
A 6th one might be a fire extinguisher with the face logo on it. And
Oh, I just got an email, not the roosterteethstore.com. Did someone send me a message?
that went to you? Yeah, I filled out a little.
Yeah, let's see what this says. Eric? Question mark. No, it wasn't Eric. I just said that. That was just a joke. I didn't even know it directed to me, though. That's cool.
That's cool. You should forward those to Eric, I assume.
Yeah, you should.
That's a great idea. Eric, what's your email?
Eric, quickly make a dummy email address for your own sake.
Yeah, my email, you can email me at jeff@roosterteeth.com. You can send all your emails there.
Don't forget to spell it with a J.
Yeah. Jeff.foxworthy at
just send it to you, Eric.
I don't want it.
Why not? It was Gavin had a question.
Why not?
Gavin had a question. Well, maybe Gavin, you should just ask him the question while he's here.
And the question was just Eric.
Yeah, but like that's obviously a lead into a broader question. That's like, hey, Eric, is this you? And no one's just like, oh yeah, okay, cool, it's you. There's always a follow-up.
I feel like Andrew is becoming more and more dangerous as each week goes on.
I fucking love it.
100%.
I love it.
I feel like it's getting away from us. What we've done is
dangerous.
Is Jeff has deemed him Krampus, and it's really it's reached critical mass and is now actually becoming a huge detriment to the product, which I think is perfect.
I don't understand why this is I thought we'd be aligned in this. I thought we'd all agree this is great. I'm fighting for us. This is a fight for all of us.
But the thing is you're fighting us for us.
Well, yeah, sometimes the left brain doesn't agree with the right brain, but it's all one unit. I'm trying to get the other side to see the light. That's all I'm trying to do.
The ripped corpus callosum of podcasts.
I gotta be honest, I don't understand that reference.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I thought, isn't that the thing that links both sides of the brain, and they snip them if you're schizophrenic?
All right, shut up. Nobody cares.
If it's not Flintstones kids, I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't sign up for science class, Poindexter. Fucking hell. It's not Beekman's world.
Oh, dear.
Damn.
That went great. I think I appreciate the support of the store, and I'm glad you guys are with me all the way.
I think it's highly entertaining. I'll say that. And all of the fallout and ramifications to come will also be highly entertaining, at least for two of us.
What fallout? What ramifications?
I don't know.
There will be none.
Can't wait to tune in to find out, though.
Andrew, tell me about how you faced yourself.
Thank you, Eric. It's a great transition by you. So, all
right, I'm going to pay extra attention to. I'm going to hear this whole story.
It's a pretty simple one. I think last week I brought up the fact that I have 2 Slack accounts.
Yeah, Andrew Panton and not Andrew Panton.
Yeah, I just switched it to not Andrew Panton recently. So I made one in 2017, forgot I did it. There's a face channel on Slack for us, and the other one was in there, and I wasn't, and nobody realized for like a month. It took a month to figure this out. I had other messages on that Slack account. One of the messages, just let me pull it up, read it word for word. It was from a name I didn't recognize. I had 2 messages from them. I thought it was odd, so I looked into it. And the first message is, this was sent on September 3rd. I saw this September 11th when we recorded. Hi, Andrew. Blank. I'm on the ecom team. Would it be possible if we could get one of your face mistakes hats? They're a pretty high demand for it, and we would love to replicate it and put it on the store. They sent that one day after I started Not the Rooster Teeth store. I talked so much shit from the time the store opened to like a week later when I finally saw this. I felt so bad. I was talking shit every day, every chance I could.
On Twitter, like everywhere public, and they're wondering like, man, he's not only talking shit, he's ignoring us too.
I'm ignoring them. Their perception was that I was probably this huge asshole who didn't want these hats, but yet kept yelling about making these hats on Twitter, even though they want them. They were waiting for me the whole time. I was just screaming constantly about it. I had in my notes, I mean, who would have thought I'd make 2 Andy Dufresne references in one episode of Face? But I had in my notes, the day we recorded, bring up the Andy Dufresne method, rally the community to message the store at least once a week, demanding the hats until they break and are willing to make them, with no concept of they've wanted them for over a week, and I haven't sent them. They actually sent 2 messages. They sent another one that was like, hey, just following up, hope you're doing well.
Oh no.
Could we please get one of those hats? Like, they're so friendly. And I felt terrible. So not only are the fucked up face hats a complete face in their creation, but the making of them also couldn't be more of a face.
And you turned us against them too. Like, we're here wondering, like, man, why aren't they making? There's clearly a high demand. What's going on?
In my defense, Eric said they were going to email me, so I never even considered a Slack as an option. I was expecting an email.
How many emails do you have, though?
You want the real answer? The real answer, like, emails I use regularly, 2. No, 3. Emails I just generally have, probably 18.
What?
No, actually more, probably like 23.
23 email accounts?
Yeah, I think I probably have 23 email accounts.
For what?
Sometimes you need to email a show about trellises, and you need to be ready for when that day comes.
Yeah.
I actually got feedback from somebody who, there are hats in the wild now by people, and I got feedback from someone who I sent through one of the charity things, and they're messed up in a way that we didn't even understand. Like, the layers of how fucked up these hats are is still unfolding.
Are you
It's kind
serious?
of beautiful. Yeah, the person said they were going to send a photo of them wearing it to the Instagram account, but when they put it on, it's like, it's not deep enough to wear properly. It like doesn't fit on their head. Like the depth of the hat, it doesn't line up. So it's not even like a good thing to wear. And they're short. They were like 4 foot something. And so the logo being at the top, because also remember, like, the fuck across is way too high. They were optimal for that, and it still just doesn't work. There's
So
no
it's like-
scenario in which that hat works.
What's their height got to do with it?
Well, because we were joking that the logo on the hat, like, it goes up,
like you
like
need to
it's
be-
on the
I see.
top. So if you're short, people could look down and see the logo. If
Sorry,
you're
I thought you
tall.
were saying that the depth of the hat was to do with how short they are. Like they have a shorter head.
No, it had nothing to do with that. I was just saying that it was an additional way in which the hats were screwed up.
So it's like a skull. It's like a scalp covering.
It apparently is, yeah. I haven't tried to wear one. My head is absurdly big anyway. It wouldn't work no matter what, but it apparently doesn't for even a normal head. I'm assuming.